All right, here we go. 3, 2.
I don't think we needed this intense, this one.
No, it's not gonna be intense.
Dude, the way we played last night, it's not going to be. If we keep that up, we're going to make it. We're going to make it through this round in 5, and we're going to stand a chance against Colorado, who's playing right now as we record this. This is This Week in Sports, and what a week it has been in sports. What a weekend it has been in sports and sports broadcasting for me specifically. Just came back from Super Series Indian Relay, our first event, 2-day event. We did it yesterday on Sunday, today on Monday, and what an experience it was. We'll get into that. You can tell it's an incredible experience. Like I lost my voice, just talking so much and doing so much, and also cheering so much last night too, because the Oilers absolutely dominated the Calgary Flames. They beat them 4-1. It could have been 4-0 if Lucic didn't take out Smith. We'll also get into that. Most fucking cheap shit I've ever seen in my life. And we'll get into my update the predictions here because Tampa won today and swept the Panthers. But before all of that, I got to give a shout out to Super Series Indian Relay, SSIR. What a great event. Yeah, give them a round of applause. Give them a few, brother. Give them a few. What a great event. It was our first inaugural event. I guess that's redundant, but it was our first single inaugural.
First ever.
Kickstart.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
On the New Horizon inaugural event.
That's right. And it went absolutely wonderfully, especially today. Yesterday there were some growing pains, and I'm not gonna lie. Personally, it was a little bit nerve-wracking for me. I've performed in front of people, my own art and hip hop many times before, and this was more nerve-wracking than any of that. Maybe my first show way back in the day was I could compare it to, but this one there was a lot of pressure on me. I felt because we had to put on a good show, and that first day, all things considered, went pretty well. I had a good partner up in the booth. He was doing like the play-by-play of this Indian Relay, which is the most extreme sport, and it's the original extreme sport of North America. Goes back generations and generations for our people, and it actually started because of the buffalo hunts. That's how they used to hunt buffalo, because the buffalo were like faster than the horses, so they had to like jump off one and jump, like they had to do that to keep up with the buffalo.
Mhm.
And the buffalo was a big part of how we lived and what we used in everyday life back in the day. So this began but way back then, and it continues now, and we're bringing it to another level, another stage, and we're bringing it to the masses, because it's been big in the Indigenous community for a long time, but it has to be known because it's fucking intense, right? You were saying you had some friends there today, and some of which, like one of them knew what about it, but another didn't, and they were probably blown away, right?
Yeah, I know my one friend has been. She was watching Indian Relay for the last little bit on like TikTok and YouTube, and super into it. She thought it only happened in America.
Yeah, it's pretty big. We had American teams here.
Yeah, American teams came up.
Yeah.
Probably one of the biggest Indian Relay events ever in Canada, right?
Probably.
Yeah, we had over 30 plus teams.
We had over 30 teams,
Yeah.
many of which were from the States. They were from all over Treaty 6 Turtle Island territories.
Yeah.
So that's Alberta, Saskatchewan, and in Montana and North Dakota, we had teams come up from. And yeah, it was a huge event, and the turnouts were great.
Yeah, she was saying that like she never thought she'd be able to see it like in person, and then I told her about it, and she's like, "Yeah, absolutely, I'm gonna come out." She brought a couple of friends and never even heard about it.
Yeah.
So just like their reactions were, they were blown away. They're like, "Wow, I never knew a sport like this existed. That was so like intense, like bareback riding, switching horses on the fly." The same thing I heard the first day from a lot of folks that were out. especially non-Indigenous folks. They were like, "Wow."
Yeah, because you were there yesterday.
Yeah, I was
And
in
you
the
were
crowd. Yeah.
and you were walking around, and you were helping me out in a lot of ways. And you heard firsthand.
Yeah, I know. Same kind of thing with a lot of people.
The reactions when you first see it are always the same from people.
I know. Yeah.
They're always the same. They're like, holy fuck.
Yeah, totally. I think just like my friend, there was usually like one person in the group that knew about it, and they're like, "Oh, you just wait, just wait until you see it."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Hey, here it is, they're doing the relay."
Yeah.
Like I heard that a couple times, and then the people they were with were like, they were excited. It's horse racing,
Yeah.
but as soon as they saw the exchanges, how they're going how fast they're going bareback.
Yeah, right.
These old farmers, they look like. I mean, I don't know what their profession is, but they got their cowboy hats. They got like their rural attire, maybe, quote unquote, and but they were just blown away by it.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh man, because I only had so many opportunities myself to go through the crowd, and I was super busy during it, so I couldn't really interact with people. But before and after, and like before today's event and after yesterday's event, the feedback from everyone was positive. And the same thing from a lot of the Century Mile staff that haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Some of the people I was working with, because I had a cameraman. Oh my god! Another goalie just got ran. Oh, so we're watching the Colorado St. Louis game as we record this, and they're ramming goalies all day. Like, let's see this.
It looks really bad, this one.
Well, let's see first before we jump to conclusions. Oh, we see they're showing all his saves. Oh man, my god, he went off. Maybe he was just resting there, because he just made like 6 saves in a row. Oh, post. Oh no, he's good. He was just holding it. Yeah, he's good. Oh, they were St. Louis is close to tying up, but right now it's 5-3 Colorado. And we'll get to my picks here.
What's with ramming goalies? We'll get to that later.
Yeah,
but there's something going on with that, and I'm not appreciating it, especially with our boy.
Yeah, fuck Lucic.
Because everyone knows how good fucking Smitty is, and to take him out would be a big deal for us. Yeah. We'll get to that later.
Let's not talk about that right now. I'm trying to.
I
was about to go off on I was about to go off on Lucic right there because you brought him up, but we'll save that for later, because I got a few. I have many thoughts about what happened there. But what we were talking about was the Century Mile staff that have been around horse racing a lot and have been producing horse racing in a lot of like the same manner that we did for Indian Relay, like the same staff, and they were blown away. The same reactions, and it's across the board. If you've never seen Indian Relay, well, YouTube it first, but come to our next event. It's the next confirmed event is July 1st, long weekend in near Rocky Mountain House, and again another long weekend. So if you have plans, it's understandable. But it's a beautiful part of Alberta. The mountains are right there.
If you have plans in the area, nothing better to do but come out.
Come out for the afternoon. Yeah. Come see the craziest horse racing you've ever seen, because you'll literally be blown away. And I was blown away. And I was like right up front. I was like right in the railing there. And I had like one of the best seats in the house for that, because on that side was the exchanges, but on this side is where they came through the finish. And where they came through the start, like right by us, dude, like we would get like sprinkled with dirt and shit, big chunks of like dirt. I guess it wouldn't be rocks. It was a dirt track, really nice track there, and a lot of the teams that have been around really, really loved it.
Mile long track.
Usually they do like half a mile, but this was a big ass track, and we got a lot of good feedback on how good the track was, because a lot of these teams, race in the country, not at like a mainstream track like this. This is at Century Mile Racetrack and Casino, right next to the airport, the Edmonton International Airport. Brand new.
This was a beautiful maintenance, like lawns, fountains, just
like lakes in the infield there. They had like the teepees.
A professional track.
Yeah. like and brand new. Like the place just opened like I think in 2019 or 2019 I believe. So it's barely 3 years old, and a lot of these teams were telling us that they loved the track, how nice it was, and we set the thing is we set the bar really really high for ourselves this first event. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's the opening event.
It's the opening event, yeah. But this facility was incredible, and the fact that they hosted us was awesome, and I'm so glad that I was a part of it, and I'm so glad how it turned out, and
and the turnout.
And the turnout was amazing. I didn't expect that many people to be there. Well, I knew there was going to be a lot of people there, but that many people, like it blew my mind. I'm like, that's why that first day there was a lot of fucking pressure on me. I'm like, holy shit.
Like 1,000 people, probably.
Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I'd say it'd be close because all the bleachers were full.
Yeah, absolutely full. You couldn't even get up there.
Yeah, and then all the picnic tables were full that first day.
And not everyone was sitting there either. Other people were inside.
People were inside. There was a lot of different places you could view it because it's a big facility. It's also a casino too, right?
Yeah.
It's like if you think of if you haven't been there before, but you're familiar with the Spectrum at Northlands, Spectrum has more bleacher seats. This one has more room, and it's like it's like kind of a bigger facility in a lot of ways. Like the track is bigger. It's newer, obviously. It's like just brand spanking, and the fact that we had it there was amazing. Personally, the announcing went pretty good. I am, like I said, there was some jitters at the first day, but once I got through that, it got smoother. And then today was just like a walk in the park almost compared to yesterday because we were more prepared as a team, and as the organizers kind of knew it. Because the first day there was our inaugural event, so there would be our inaugural in the beginning, our first event, and there was there was some things we had to iron out, some kinks, and we did that for today, the second day, and it went smoothly. It went a lot quicker, and it was dope. So all in all, SSIR was meant this weekend, and I cannot wait to do more of this announcing and see some more of this Indian Relay, Super Series Indian Relay, because it was dope. And another big news, obviously, we got the Oilers coming out and destroying the Flames last night. I ended up having to watch that at the casino because we finished up like right at 6. Everyone was rushing to finish up at 6.
Yeah.
But the way the schedule, the itinerary was for the day, we were supposed to end like just after 6, and we ended like 6:05 or something.
Sometimes those races go faster than you think.
Yeah, I know they're quick. And
so where did you watch it?
I went into the casino, and like as soon as we wrapped up, I'm like I went to my ride. I changed into my jersey because I brought my jersey, and then I went into the casino, and they had a bar there. There was seating in there, so I took a seat and got a table there and just watched it in there with all these other Oilers fans and a lot of the people that were watching Indian Relay. And
I bet.
And what a game!
Any other staff?
There was the photographers there.
Nice.
Their group, they were doing a little bit of work. And there was some other patrons of Super Series. There was this chick I knew. It's funny. I'm not going to say names or anything, but there was this chick I knew that was sitting a little further on the other side of the bar or whatever. Like on the other side, I had a table. She wasn't at the bar, but she was with a bunch of friends at another table. And I kept like trying to like get her attention while I was like eating my wings and because I didn't notice her at first. And I seen her, I'm like, oh shit. She's seen me earlier, and we said hi and all that, and then I tried to get her attention, and I don't know, she was thinking maybe I didn't want to chill with her or her girls or something, but that's beyond the point. The point is, what a game. The point is Evander Kane. The point is we extinguished the flame. The point is, I'll rhyme again. Just kidding. No. This ain't a hip hop podcast, but it could easily turn into that. And I mean, I could spit bars all day, feeling fly on the mic right now. Is this a doctor? Oh no, this is something else. Sorry, the TV's on here. It's like or is that a squirrel over there? No. Evander Kane scores a hat trick in fucking 6 minutes. Mikko Koskinen had to come in for Mike Smith because Lucic pulls one of the cheapest things I've ever seen in a hockey game. He takes out Smith. Leon Draisaitl, on a positive note, gets four assists in one period, and happens to be the only NHL player in history to have done that. Conor McDavid.
Wait. Rewind.
Okay, yeah. So I said Leon Draisaitl had 4 assists in the second period last night.
Yeah.
He is the only player in NHL history to have 4 assists in one period in the playoffs, in a single period.
Wow.
Yes. Give this guy. We need that horn. We need the. I mean, applause is nice, but we don't have the horn. We always try for the horn. That's right. Yeah. Fucking rights.
Horn-like.
Fucking rights. And Conor McDavid, still on fire. He had 3 points last night and 3 assists. And I seen a crazy stat. Excuse me. In 2016, this is a stat from. It's even crazier. 2016, Sidney Crosby won the Conn Smythe with 6 goals and 19 points. He won the Conn Smythe. That's the best player in the playoffs. He had 19 points in 24 games. Connor McDavid. Holy shit, did I take a screenshot of this? Oh, I didn't. He's in the top 5 or top 6 of most points through 10 games of the playoffs in NHL history. So, frick, I thought I had it on the. Yeah, so he's tearing it up. There's I think Gretzky and Lemieux and one other player that's not as well known as Mario and Gretzky is on the list. So the guy is an elite company. He's doing stuff that hasn't happened since the 80s in the playoffs, and it's just completely unreal, the streak and how he's going. He was pulling Connor McDavid. I'm speaking about was pulling the most freshest moves I've seen him pull, and that's one of the craziest things about Connor McDavid is how he's continually still getting better somehow, and how he's still able to pull out moves that you haven't seen, like the acrobatics on the ice.
That through the legs just spontaneously.
Oh, dude, how he came across the blue line and he just kind of let it fucking. He pushed the puck ahead enough where it beat him over the puck beat him over the blue line.
Yeah,
but it went through his legs. And he just, oh my god!
And the guys chasing him, they didn't know where the puck was.
Yeah,
like
where'd that go?
It should have been an easy stop. We have 2 sticks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and he the spinoramas that he was pulling yesterday, and that saucy pass that he had to Kane. I think it was the second goal. Might have been the hat. No, I think it was the second goal. The saucy pass. All 3 of those Kane goals looked awfully similar, and they couldn't stop us last night. We completely dominated for the first 40. They tried to mount a bit of a comeback in the third period, but it was like too late. I mean, you're down 4 goals, right? Like, what are you going to do?
Starting with taking out our goalie was their fucking plan.
Well, yeah, I mean that happened halfway through the freaking third period, and. Yeah, may as well fucking lay into Lucic right now. I think that was the cheapest shit I've seen in a playoff game or in any game for a long time, maybe if not my whole entire life.
There's scenarios you can write off where you're like, oh, we had no other choice. People are in the way.
Yeah.
No,
Smitty was outside his freaking net. He was on the side of the net, And Lucic basically had 4 penalties. It could have been called 4 things.
Yeah.
Could have been called charging.
Yeah.
But he's saying this is what Lucic said. I seen today. He said if I charged him, neither of us would be playing tomorrow or whatever. It's like, dude, if you charged him, first of all, he would have a concussion because he had to go into concussion protocol.
I'm sure you considered it too, motherfucker.
Yeah, right. I know exactly
because you weren't slowing down.
It could have been charging. Could have been boarding. It could have been checking from behind. It could have been elbowing because he started with his elbow, right? He led with his elbow, and obviously goalie interference.
Yeah,
dude, that's like half the rule book right there.
Yeah,
and so what ended up happening? I mean, I'm sure we've all seen it. Fucking, it was a doggy pile on Mike Smith. Mike Smith, as the penalties were getting sorted out, the concussion spotter called Smith. It's not up to the coach, it's not up to the medical trainers or anything. There's a spotter in the building that looks for things like that, and the way Lucic hit him, and how fucking Smith's helmet went flying off. Like, dude, his helmet went flying off, and they doggy piled on him. Not intentionally, they were trying to fucking get to Lucic. So
that's a valuable position. We need that person to exist.
Yeah.
The concussion spotter.
Oh, of course. So they pulled him off the ice. Smitty didn't want to go.
He got up real quick.
Well, he got up relatively quick, yeah.
Yeah, and then the audience was applauding.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, he's staying in. He's
Yeah.
good. He's good. And then the referee came up and was like, yeah, you got to go. And he's like, I'm good. You could tell he was fighting it, like he didn't want to go. And but it's not up to anyone. It's not up to anyone. It's the rules. So he had to leave. He had to go back. Koskinen had to come in. And this is at the point where it's 4-0. So he had a shutout going. And everyone's like, oh, fuck. Like, we're looking good in this game, but first of all, we don't want Smith to be hurt. I was kind of nervous when they took him off. I'm like, please don't. This guy doesn't look like he has a concussion, but you never know. Right? You never know with a concussion. And so my favorite part, though, was after a few minutes go by, Koskinen didn't even have to make a save. After a few minutes go by, Woodcroft calls a timeout, and completely, like, you would never call a timeout up being up 4 goals. And then, we're like, okay, well, shit, that's probably because they're trying to give them more time in the back to do their tests and all that shit.
Yeah.
Then to bring Smith back out. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
They showed Smith coming back out, walking in the hallway, and people everyone was like, yeah. Rogers Place blew up. The fucking bar was like, yeah, Smitty's
literally,
back.
as soon as they cut to him, he's
ready, he's going, yo.
It's
like, oh, shit.
And everyone loses it.
Oh, man, I loved it. It was a cool shot. I'm glad they put that on the Jumbotron for everyone to see. And it was dope. But here's the thing. The shutout didn't happen. He gave up 1 goal. And I honestly think that probably wouldn't have happened if he didn't get ran, because the game would have went different.
Well, he would have still been in the flow of it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good snipe. It was a good one-timer, I think it was, by them, as far as how quick it was. But I mean, it would have been a different outcome if they didn't fucking run him.
No, the whole thing, the run wouldn't have happened because there was a flow going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But whatever. We still fucked them up.
Yeah, and so tomorrow, game 4, game 4. And I've been saying to everyone today that if we play like we did yesterday, tomorrow and throughout the rest of the series, we're gonna beat them in 5. I don't think anyone can deny that. And if we continue to play like that going forward, we'll have a chance against Colorado, because Colorado, they just won their game against St. Louis, and they go up. I think it's, what is it, 3-1 now for the Avalanche? Yeah, it's 3-1 for Colorado. I called them in 6. They're up on the Blues. They won 6-3 today. I think it was an empty netter. It was close going into the third. That's why we put it on. Also, what happened today? The Tampa Bay Lightning eliminated the Florida. I almost said the Florida Marlins. The Florida Panthers. They beat him 2-0. They shut him out. Wow, that's freaking sad. Getting shut out on your elimination game. You're getting swept game. Oh, and they're the President's Trophy winners this year. But I called Tampa in 6. I thought Florida had 2 games in them. They didn't.
Are there Panthers in Florida?
That's a good question. So this actually happened in 4. It was a sweep. Why do I keep, like, is this my broken pen from yesterday? So I was rocking this. No, I don't think it is.
Let me get you a new pen.
Yeah. Well, there's pens up there, but they're not like the clicky ones with the nice little grip. But anyways, so Colorado's up 3-1. That could still go to 6. It's all good, bro. And Edmonton versus Calgary. I called Edmonton in 6 because I wanted us to win it at home. But if we play like I said, if we play like we did, it would be in 5. New York versus Carolina. They play tomorrow, and they are at 2-1 for Carolina. But I called New York in 7 because I'm taking the underdog. Carolina, I think, is the favorite. But I like the way New York played in that first series, and I like them. I like the underdog in that one. New York in 7. That's the only series I see going 7. So yeah, all my picks and all my predictions are on track right now, and I'm always good at predicting the NHL playoffs. It always happens every year. There was a time in my early 20s, late teens, early 20s. I called like 4 or 5 cup champions in a row from the start of the playoffs. I called them at the start of the playoffs, and it happened. Chicago was it was during the Chicago Blackhawks heyday of our time.
He's better than EA.
Right? Yeah, I mean, EA is a freaking computer game. I just got game.
Living, breathing.
I am the game. Damn. The fucking Triple H. Wish I could do that one. Time to play the game. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm not gonna try it. I'm losing my voice right now. I'm gonna lose my voice after tomorrow. After going downtown.
I think you gotta take it easy, to be honest.
Why?
With your voice, at least. We'll make you some tea.
Oh my god!
We'll make you the thing that Gollum drank when he was
Gollum.
When he was doing Lord of the Rings. It's like ginger, lemon.
Oh my god!
Tea that he like had to chug all day.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the Gollum voice. I'm just gonna be screaming a lot. Okay.
Well, after announcing for 2 days, you should, come on.
I know. Actually, Joe Barniff is his name. Shout out to Joe Barniff. He does mostly like rodeo announcing, and he's done it for like over 30 years. So he's very experienced, and he was telling me like, you don't want to drink certain things. Obviously, I knew that, but he was saying like during when you're on game day, basically, you don't want to drink ice cold water, because you want like more room temperature water. And I got to take the dude's word for it. He's got a good voice. He's been doing it for a long time, and thank God for him because he helped with Super Series quite a bit. Before we wrap it up here, though, there's other freaking quick news. I mean, I've been so busy the last few days, but I want to talk on some. Well, Donaldson got disciplined. Josh Donaldson for one game and an undisclosed. What the hell? I'll try that again. Josh Donaldson suspended 1 game and fined an undisclosed amount for some inappropriate comments during Saturday's game against the White Sox. I guess they had a bench clearing brawl, and Donaldson was accused of saying, I don't know, I don't want to misspeak, but I think it was like
the F slur.
No, I think it was worse than that. I think it was almost racial. I'm not sure. Yeah, and that's my boy. So I don't.
He is white.
He's white, so he
is a cracker.
He is a hey. Justin Thomas wins the PGA Championship. Leafs news. Who cares? Let's see. Think about TSN's app. Yes, I follow TSN.
TSN?
What is this TSN? Oh, Kadri scored a hat trick tonight, I guess, for the Avalanche. Wow, hat tricks galore last couple of days. By galore, I mean freaking two. But you rarely see a playoff hat trick when that happens. It's like, damn. I guess Vander Kane, that was his second career playoff hat trick. Oh, the Blue Jays game today. It finished off with a walk-off grand slam. I was catching a bit of that game after relay, just a brief part of that game, and I seen it was close, and then I seen that the final score was, I think, 7-3, and it ended in extras with us getting walked off by a grand slam. That's it, rough. And that was after Springer hits his 8th homer of the season tonight. In other news, CFL news, the players and the owners are trying to agree on a collective bargaining agreement. I guess the players turn it down. So, I mean, you can't lose a second CFL season in 3 years, because the league is, I don't think the league would be sustainable if you lose another season just like that. So they will come to, I'm calling it right now, they'll come to agreement, the CFL and their players. And because if they don't, what the hell? I mean, I didn't go to too many Elks games last year. In fact, I didn't go to any. And usually I go to at least a handful. But we only won 2 games last year. But still, I don't want to see that league crumble. Because then what? We have an empty Commonwealth Stadium. Yeah, fuck that. I guess a couple goals in the Tampa game got overturned for missed stoppage. So I'm gonna look at those highlights, but that'd be ironic that happens twice against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they still beat them 2-0. Like the Panthers were pulling out all the stops except scoring a goal. Tim Anderson, the White Sox player, he has a three-run homer yesterday, and does a little shush motion to the Yankee Stadium faithful. That's hilarious. Like there's some crazy rivalries going on in the MLB right now between the White Sox and the Yankees. Who would have thought? Not that they play too much throughout the season, but you never know. They could play each other in the playoffs, depending how the rest of the year goes. I don't know where the White Sox are in the standings. I'm not going to lie, but the Yankees they're up in the AL East. I'm hesitant to say that because the Blue Jays were sputtering along for a little bit there, but still a lot of time in the MLB season. I have to, that'll be all for this week in sports. I appreciate you all listening. I have to give one more shout out to Super Series Indian Relay. It was a tremendous event down at Century Mile Casino and Racetrack. I had a blast. Indian Relay, YouTube it. Follow Super Series Indian Relay on YouTube, so you can actually see the event. Yeah, because that's up on their YouTube channel, right?
Yep. Yeah, the whole thing. Yep.
Yeah, the whole event. They streamed it through YouTube, and that was actually my suggestion, was to do it through YouTube, because
good call.
Yeah, because it stays on there, right? So you can check it out. Super Series Indian Relay. Subscribe, and you can watch future events, and you could watch our event from this past weekend. And I'm so thankful to have been part of it, and I can't wait to do more of this announcing, see more of this Indian Relay, and this summer is going to be hella good. So cheers to that, and thanks for listening.